Please rise for a moment of silent prayer and the pledge. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Well, we have a big audience today. Oh, welcome to City Council.
I got us some popcorn and
Okay. So tonight, council has a copy of the minutes from the last meeting, and are there any changes to those minutes? Anyone? Oh, we have to do roll call.
Yep.
Never mind.
Frazier.
Here.
Weiss.
here.
Adi. Here. Elder. Here. Leibold. Reese.
Here.
Sleek.
Here.
Wow.
That was a here. Okay, now we can say council has a copy of the minutes from the last meeting. Are there any corrections or additions to the minutes? So they'll stand as they are. Council also has a copy of tonight's agenda. So are there any additions to the agenda?
Madam President, I propose we add an ordinance to vacate part of Township Road 190, totaling approximately .844 acres, being part of Section 25, Township 5 North, Range 15, in the city of Fremont, state of Ohio. Move to adopt. No, just move to add. Move to add. Excuse me.
Do we have to vote on that?
Yes.
Jim?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. You vote to it. You adopt it. Angie seconds it.
Reese.
Yes.
Adi. Yes. Elder. Yes. Leibold. Reese.
Yes.
Sleek. Yes. Frazier.
Yes.
So you can add it to the last
Agenda item.
And Madam President, I also make a motion to enter into executive session pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 121.22G11 to consider the appointment, employment, dismissal, discipline, promotion, demotion, or compensation of a public employee or official with business to transpire thereafter.
I'll second.
roll call.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder. Yes. Leibold.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. So now we can move into the agenda. So go ahead and start with the first reading.
First reading of a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an economic development revolving loan fund agreement with the Ohio Department of Development and declaring an emergency.
Anybody want to? Mayor?
Madam President, I would ask council to suspend Rule 4 on this. I believe that the deadline is the first week of August to enter into this agreement in reference to the revolving loan fund.
I move to suspend Rule 4.
I second the motion.
Jim Sleek moves to suspend Rule 4. Angie Reese seconds. Are there any comments or questions about the suspension of Rule 4? Roll call.
Elder. Yes. Leibold.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Move to adopt.
I'll second.
Angie Reese moves to adopt. John Elder seconds. Any questions or comments?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just curious, is this different from the current funds and criteria in the revolving loan fund, or is this just continuation of the same criteria?
Same. This is
Okay.
and this is done by the third floor more, but this is a routine like every 2 or 3 years. It's an agreement with the state, so this isn't like a new revolving loan agreement or anything.
Right.
This is just for the program because the revolving loan program is under the Department of Development with the state, and so that's just kind of it gets real.
Status quo for the current.
Yep.
All right, that's not.
Anyone else? Okay, roll call.
Leibold.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder. Yes.
Okay. Passed. Next.
First reading of an ordinance enacting new section 941.06 of chapter 941 of the codified ordinances of the city of Fremont, entitled Rules and Regulations for the Fremont Amphitheater and declaring an emergency.
Could you speak to this?
I can speak to it, Madam President. With the new amphitheater, we don't have rules that govern it. I mean, it's listed as a park asset, so we could use our typical park rules, but it isn't a typical park, and so we needed a specific set of rules. And if you remember, because we went back to the ordinance back in, I think it was 2013, there was a separate set of rules specifically for the reservoir that was put in this 941 chapter, which governed the parks. It was a subsection .05 subsection specifically speaking to rules specifically to the reservoir, not all the other parks. And so we've kind of taken that same approach. We'll put it in this chapter with a subsection specific governing the rules of the amphitheater. The rules for the amphitheater are in the ordinance. Really all I did is spend an afternoon Googling amphitheaters, tip-ins, boosters, whatever amphitheater came up, and just try to get a consensus of, okay, the general consensus of what are common rules, and then work those into rules that maybe fit us. Like, you know, so some communities have an amphitheater, but it's not in their door, or they don't have a door. So, you know, I tried to account for you know, the DORA, you know, and having, you know, I have the DORA because our park rules already came about all parks, but this is different, it's in our DORA, and so we tried to allow for that. And so had a couple eyes look at it and review it and discuss it. I'm open for any and all suggestions. You know, the one thought is, I was thinking about asking for Rule 4 because we're probably not having a meeting July 4th, the next meeting is July 18th, and then it goes to full three readings, you vote on it in August, and so now we're, you know, probably 6 weeks of no rules with events at the amphitheater, which we can do that. I mean, the events don't have, you know, I think people, for the most part, are well behaved. My guess is we're going to have to run the amphitheater for a season, and there might be some things we learn that we could find ourselves in the winter, maybe having to amend the rules to, you know, because something we didn't anticipate for.
Okay, taking that into consideration, I need to suspend Rule 4.
You want to say something?
Well, I did. Thank you. Well, I was listening to you, Bob, and I can see it sort of going either way. My thought was, this is new. Maybe we should let this go at least one reading. Let it sit out there so people can see it. Because I think almost all these rules are basically in effect as park rules anyway.
Yeah, except the DORA had to be specified.
I figured the DORA and maybe the bicycle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
use.
Yeah, that's true too.
Yeah, you know. So those are the only two that I thought. Everything else I'd imagine is covered pretty much everywhere else.
I like the fact that we can go back and amend.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
mean, because we can't foretell anything.
Well, and after a whole season of using it, I mean, this is new to us.
Right.
So there may be things that just past our, that haven't arisen, so. So are you continuing with your motion to suspend Rule 4?
Whatever.
Well, you got to decide, withdraw or keep it.
Madam
I mean, we can amend it at any time, right?
Anytime after.
The rules, you mean?
Yeah.
We can amend the rules, I think.
I'd rather have rules than no rules.
Yeah.
That's the way I
I
feel,
second
too.
her motion.
Angie makes a motion to suspend Rule 4 and Seth Frazier seconds. Any further questions on the suspension of Rule 4? Roll call.
Reese,
Yes.
Sleep,
Yes.
Frazier,
Yes.
Weiss,
Yes.
Adi,
Yes.
Elder, yes, Leibold.
No.
So it's still.
Somebody needs
Move to adopt.
John Elder moves to adopt.
I second it.
Angie Reese seconds. Any further comments or questions?
Yeah, I do have a question. Do we have, is it in our scope of powers on how the amphitheater is run in the operation? As far as rental charges, anything like that? I know I've been asked already by one person, well, we're going to do it, that was expensive. Do we have any say as city council in that type of operation?
I would say no,
Yeah, I
not
would
as
say
city
no.
council. The way that it was addressed is We are treating it as a park, and the city has a park and a recreation finance board that encompasses the mayor, the auditor, and the safety service director. So we reviewed the rental fees and approved those fees to be in the MOU with downtown Fremont, as they're the ones that are primarily
MOU?
memorandum of understanding.
Thank you.
Yep, thank you. So downtown Fremont did not establish those. It was the city that established them with the rec finance board. And then we turned those over into the MOU, and that's what's getting charged. So.
Isn't the rec finance board, is that established by ordinance, or is that an ORC thing?
I believe it's established by ordinance.
So
There used to be a recreation committee that met at the recreation center to set those things, but I don't know if they still do that.
So, I mean, obviously, you know, council can give their feedback, and we welcome the feedback. But that's where we started with and landed on for now.
So if we pass this evening, obviously we can make changes. So then if we needed to make a change, I guess we just send her a suggestion. Potentially, or.
Where's the charge of recreation? I mean, he could call, if it was that
Yeah.
big of a deal, Denny, if he had like 67 people that are like, this is a outrageous
This is
price,
not
he could
working.
call a meeting and talk about it. We've always done that when we had it.
All right, so my other question, I don't know if this is the place to address it, is I don't see any specific reference to the alley, and I guess my concern is when is the alley shut down during events? You know, sometimes we're half shut down, but it's still an active alley.
Are you talking about,
The
like,
alley.
to walk up to it?
Yeah, the right of way
Mhm.
on both
Yeah.
ends.
Off of Front Street
Yes.
and on Arch.
Yeah, so I guess my question is what's stopping somebody else in common sense from legally driving through there during an event?
We'll put up.
Well, yeah, but if it's
It's a legal
it's a
right-of-way.
right of way, yeah.
But doesn't the police department put the, what is it, horses on or
It
whatever?
would just be like a street. The safety
Sometimes,
service
I
director
just wanted to
pulls
see.
it.
Are we
Every event
addressing
we've
that?
had so far, we've had a barricade there. that-
So far.
Yeah.
Well, so we can't as a council make a rule that says that the alley gets shut down, right?
Because there's parking in that alley too.
Right.
Yeah, you can.
No.
We can talk
So-
about it, but.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just foreseeing potential issues.
Sure.
If the barricades don't go up, we're saying right now we're always putting barricades up, so.
You're asking if the barricades are not up, what would prevent it being up?
Well, right, and there's no signage saying during events.
You know, it's
Correct.
close.
Right.
Drive through the alley.
Particularly on the back, the Arch Street
Yeah.
entrance. You know, I would think some sort, maybe just signage.
Yeah, we just, I thought it was a sign.
Sign, during events.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think those suggestions are all good. However, I think that's separate from the rules of the park. But I do think that.
Sure, but we're not passing, this is not passing tonight, and then we're not gonna talk about it. Until
Right.
something happens.
Right.
Okay, so that's.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think we get a sign. Give them mine.
Yeah, I agree with Councilman.
Okay, anything else? Roll call?
Sleek. Yes. Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder. Yes. Leibold.
Yes.
Reed.
Okay, next.
First reading of an ordinance authorizing the safety service director to amend the position classification plan and the employee compensation plan for non-union employees for the position of deputy auditor, payroll administrator, and accountant clerk 3, and declaring an emergency.
This one we're going to go to executive session now. So since there's only 2 people, we're going to ask you to leave while we have our executive session.
Oh, that's fine.
We'll reopen, we'll bring
That's
it back
fine.
out, and you can
Not a
come back in.
problem. Not a problem.
Normally we'd leave. If there were like 25, 30 people, we'd all leave.
Oh.
Thank you.
Not a problem. Yeah, go potty.
Okay.
Suspend, somebody?
I make a motion to suspend
I
rule 4.
second it.
Okay.
No.
Christine Weiss makes a motion to suspend Rule 4, and Denny Adi seconded it?
Sure, sure.
That's what the series?
Oops.
That's what I thought too.
just for the record, that's on agenda item 3.
Right.
Which we read before we went to.
Yes.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. That was not clarified, good. Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing. And then when we go to adopt it, if anybody has anything they want to say, we can say
Okay.
that.
I
Roll
move to
call.
adopt.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder, yes. Libel.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
I move to adopt.
A second?
Jim Sleek moves to adopt, Christine Weiss seconds. Now, are there any further questions or any comments on this? No? Okay, roll call.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder, yes. Libel.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Approved.
This is the ordinance that we added. An ordinance to vacate part of Township Road 190 totaling approximately .844 acres, being part of Section 25, Township 5, North Range 15 in the city of Fremont, state of Ohio.
So this is a correction of a previous ordinance.
That's all this is. This is a correction
just a
of what you
correction
guys
of
passed
previous
last time that was
that we
unfortunately
will-
the wrong plot, or some parcel or whatever it was.
So it was approved at the last meeting, but it has to be refixed.
Oh, rescinded.
Rescinded. And
Pass this, if council pledges to pass this, then after that, then somebody makes a motion to rescind the previous ordinance, which was given to somebody up on council, the number.
Yeah,
Yep.
got it.
This was in reference to the annexation at the, right? I'd like to make a motion to suspend Rule 4.
I second it.
John Elder makes a motion to suspend Rule 4. G. Reese seconds. Roll call.
Elder, yes. Libel.
I'm sorry, maybe I'm missing it, but did we read the caption of the service?
Yes,
Yep.
you just read it.
We just read it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, I got it. And you didn't remember either, so.
That's okay.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Move to adopt.
Second.
John Elder moves to adopt, Tony Adi seconds. Any further questions or comments on this? Roll call.
Libel.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Yes.
Frazier. Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder. Yes.
This is approved, but now you have to.
I make a motion that we rescind ordinance 2024 4210.
Second it.
Roll call.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleek.
Yes.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Adi.
Yes.
Elder. Yes. Libel.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, now it's good.
Now we're good?
Yep.
Do you have the liquor license?
Do we have to do
I
that?
don't have
It's not in there? Do you know where the liquor license is?
The transfer only or?
Mhm.
No, I don't. I do it. It was emailed to me, but I didn't print it. Maybe it's in the.
In the bag.
Well, at the last meeting, it was tabled until this meeting. And if the law director could
Sure.
explain to council.
So it's a transfer only, which means one owner owned it and is transferring it to another owner. It is a license. It is a piece of paper that allows somebody to sell liquor. But that would be the premise that the business can open. If the business is not open, regardless of whether the food or the health department, that's all separate from this. This has nothing to do with this. It's just, can they have a liquor license that's being transferred? If council said, we're not comfortable for whatever reason, I think from a legal standpoint, all we could ask is for a the liquor commission to come up and have a hearing. But the hearing is not gonna be about, like, did you hit the building? The hearing is gonna be about, why do you not want it to be transferred to this specific person? And if you don't have justification to do that, and I was telling Jamie Safford today that I was at the only liquor commission hearing we've ever had. Law director was Bob Hart then. It involved Sirwins, but it was a renewal. So when you have a renewal, now you're able to say, well, there was guns, there was drugs, there were fights. That's different than, do you want this person to be able to physically have a piece of paper that allows him to have a liquor license? Because if his business can't open, he can't sell liquor. So that's what this issue is. You understand? It's not, like, we're not saying it's okay to open your business. We don't have any control over that. That's up to whoever's doing it. Just about transferring literally this piece of paper. Like, here it is. Boom.
So just another step that they're accomplishing before the health department approves them to open up.
Correct.
One we've been talking about.
The lucky quarter?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here, I was
Owned by
thinking it
Mark
was
Effinger.
400 club.
Yeah.
So,
Does anybody have any questions?
no objection.
So if everybody's comfortable with no objection after what I just explained, then you vote to take no objection.
Okay.
Good.
Okay. Okay. Just say I have no objection when he calls your name.
Sleep,
No objection.
Frazier,
I have no objection.
Weiss,
No objection.
Adi,
No objection.
Elder, no objection. Leibold,
No objection.
Reese.
No objection.
Thank you.
Where's the message
Exactly.
So that's approved. The transfer is
Thanks for
approved.
explanation.
Well, do you guys want to do council comments tonight?
I do have one thing I would like to say, if you don't mind, Madam President. Great turnout Sunday for the mayor's concert. They all missed you, man.
I was there.
Heard they had a
Was you?
decent act.
Huh?
I showed up there for
Did
about
you?
the first 10, 15 minutes. yeah.
Good. Well, thank you. I couldn't see. There was a lot of people and there a lot of
You have all the
fun.
sun in your eyes.
It went well, and
And it's community
lot
concert.
of compliments. Oh, yes. Seth just reminded me of a community concert. It wasn't a mayor's concert. Anyways, it went really well. I did have some people suggest, could they put some kind of sign on the stage at Burchard Park indicating that all concerts are now at our new amphitheater. There's a lot of older people and stuff they were calling. I was getting calls up till time to play, even though it's been on social media and all that stuff, and I put it out there. So I'm just asking if there's a chance that we can maybe have a sign that goes up at 4:30 or something over at Burchard Park for all the concerts that are gonna be.
Just like the alley vacation.
And yeah, well, I was gonna Seth told me, just hold off, we can extend this meeting. But anyways, just a suggestion on my behalf, but had a great time, got a lot of compliments, and thanks for the Hasselbachs for coming through at the bewitching hour for sponsorship. So, but a great time by all that was there. Looking forward to some more.
Okay.
I'm gonna,
I would make a comment, please.
Go ahead.
I would just like to make a comment that Fremont City has the best police department around, and the fire department is the best also. Just like to make sure that everybody knows that. Thank you.
I would like to announce about the Juneteenth events. I did not get my email until last night at 7:30, so there was an event yesterday that I missed out on. But on Friday, the 21st, there's a tribute to black baseball at Roger Young Park, the Heinz Field, from 5 to 7. On Saturday, June 22nd, there's at Burchard Park from 12 to 4 is a celebration of freedom, and the rainout location is the rec center. And on Sunday, the 23rd, from 11 to 2, there is a community worship service at the Fremont Amphitheater, and I'm guessing that will be a fabulous event. at the amphitheater.
I think the baseball game has been postponed due to weather
Yeah.
issues.
Oh, it's being so hot.
But the-
Oh, I didn't get that.
I got
They
the
just got
email.
notified that.
I just got the
Madam
email.
President, is there anyone speaking on behalf of the city at that event? I did not.
Not that I'm aware of. I figured it would be C.J. Burrell that would be there for that.
CJ out of the hospital.
No, I didn't.
Play ball over a loudspeaker.
Yeah.
I didn't know he was in.
Well, set back on Father's Day, I believe.
Well, the reason why I'm asking on behalf of the city is I will not be in town, so
Right.
if you were at that event, if you could just pass along that I am not ignoring their event, I just will not be in town.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bob Gross, do you have any comments you need to let us know?
Yeah, just a couple quick updates for this building. Tomorrow morning, the Parks guys will be here pulling bushes out. We got some landscaping quotes in the spring. They were charging like $5,000 or $6,000 just to pull bushes out. And so I think the thought is we're going to pull a lot of these bushes out, try to do something maybe a little inexpensive. We thought maybe get to temporarily to get to next spring and do some landscaping out here. And then been working with Judge Brudensky on this courtroom. This courtroom is going to be getting painted over 2 days, starting Friday, August 2nd and Saturday, August 3rd. You know, and Chris may be able to attest to this. When you sit in this room for a long period of time and you look back at that wall, it's a little bit of an optical illusion.
Right here.
Like,
That's what I said.
You stare at all these slats, and so the judge just kind of being up there in his chair and in here for hours, it drives him crazy. And
I get
so we
it.
got
It's the first thing I said to her.
and so we have Fox painting coming in. They're going to take the border down, and they're going to paint these slats. Holly Elder has helped the judge pick the color, like a charcoal gray, to paint that. And then we have to think about the council meeting on Thursday, August 15th, because the judge has cleared his schedule on that Thursday the 15th and Friday the 16th for them to lay carpet in here.
That's August 15th, you say?
Yeah, so
Oh, yeah, can
so
we have it
we
at the
could
amphitheater?
potentially, sure. What? Yeah, you potentially could have a council meeting at the amphitheater.
Shall I announce it?
Yeah.
Make sure the alley's blocked off though.
Yeah. So they're going to be doing the judges' chambers and probation and courtroom that Tuesday, Wednesday, the holding room. What did I call it? Oh, sorry. The holding cell over here. And then that way judge can still kind of get his court hearings in, and then he's cleared the schedules Thursday, Friday to allow the crews to get in here and lay carpet. So just want to put that on your radar. If you hear some things, or you drive by City Hall tomorrow, or as we approach the month of August, I'll remind you that, you know, maybe we got a new location.
Okay.
And we get new chairs.
Oh, boy.
Not the more.
Oh.
I told you, I like that one right there.
I vote for the amphitheater.
I like this right here, this chair.
I got a question.
July 4th, is the first Thursday of July, there will be no meeting. And we will, if necessary, if we have to, we can call a meeting before the third week. So that's all I have. Anybody else have anything? Go ahead, Denny.
There's been some confusion, and I should have picked it up on social media. When is the parade and when is the fireworks?
July 6th, July 6th.
Both are on
Same day
July
as the parade
6th.
is the fireworks. Card show, parade, and fireworks, all Saturday. Excuse me. Yes, July 6th.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, because the 4th is Thursday.
2 days
So
from
then
Okay.
the 6th is
Everything's
Saturday.
on the 6th.
Well, the city event's on the 6th, but the, yeah, hey, that's still on the 4th,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
Okay.
Toledo Symphony
Still,
concert band is still on Independence Day on the 4th, that afternoon.
so for those that go from the parade directly to that concert, they're separate.
So there is no parade.
We don't need to put up signs for that.
No parade on the 4th.
I'm
And
confused
the office
already.
chair race is still on.
The office.
Yeah, that-
Well, that's true, that does clear up that.
It does.
Because
There's
that
always a little
normally
bit of a
coincides
conflict
with the
between
parade. Yeah.
and the office chair race, so now there's separation.
I thought that was kind of a unsanctioned underground thing.
It is.
Social media.
It's not a city event, but
Yeah, no, it's not a city event, yeah, right.
but we talk about it.
But it's a
on
community
non-city
event.
It is a community event.
I'd like to make a motion to adjourn.
I second it.
Oh, do we have any comments from the public?
I'm sorry. I took care of
You
it.
guys have anything?
So
you
where
wanna
do we
say?
get the liquor license from? We've applied and everything, but they have not.
Well, the liquor license comes from the state, but we're just approving the transfer.
Okay, maybe that's all we need then. Okay.
That's all you need.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In
Thank you.
theory.
It's been a long time. A lot of work.
Good luck.
I second Mr. Elder.
Okay, roll call.
Frazier.
Yes.
Weiss.
Yes.
Aye.
Yes.
Elder. Yes. Leibold.
Yes.
Reese.
Yes.
Sleep.
Yes.
Adjourn.